Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Kieran.
I'm Pauline.
And welcome to this week's video. I'm a landscape photographer who likes to come out into the west coast of Scotland and explore and other places. And Pauline likes to come along for the adventure, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yes. Today we are going to climb this one, just up there, the Papa Glen. And then tonight we are camping over on this one, Aonach Eagach Ridge. Dun dun dun! For those of you that haven't heard of Aonach Eagach Ridge, it is a very exposed, thin little bit of rock between how many mountains? I think it's 3 or 4 different peaks in there. So that's going to be very exciting at first light tomorrow morning. So if that sounds interesting, stick around. It should be good. Just look at that view. If climbing mountains, if you don't think it's worth it, there's only a few places you get views like that. One of them, Google, and the other, doing it for the real thing. And this is spectacular. We're still about 2 hours away from sunset. We have decided though, we're not going to climb the Pap, just adding more meters onto already a long climb. We've still got to get all the way up to here before we're up to the ridge, but just look at that view. And I have a feeling tonight's sunset might be pretty spectacular. Maybe. Excited? Mm-hmm. Look at that view. This is the playground for this evening, and especially tomorrow morning. Now I'm not sure how much I'm going to photograph here versus how much I'm going to photograph on the ridge itself, but this is absolutely hard work to get up here, but I think totally worth it. Just look at that view. Look at that light and atmosphere on the peak. It's just beautiful. And the sunrise, the sun rising in that direction over here, somewhere over there. Gonna have light on all of the mountains. It's gonna look absolutely incredible. Just look at that. Wow. I definitely want to get a shot of this ridge going up into that summit there. That little bit of light. But for now, it's a case of finding somewhere to set up camp. Pauline's just making her way up now. She's not far behind me, just over here. But speechless. I can use this time to have a little scout. So just over here I've got a beautiful little locan just over here, so I could probably use that, maybe try and get the mountains lined up with it somewhere. Then over in this direction I've got down Loch Leven where Pauline's setting up the tent, And this is going to be a great shot with Pauline there. It's going to be absolutely magical. And down this side I've got the River Core with Glencore floating through it, and a nice little bit of a little interest, the road with mountains on both sides, and the light comes flying down there. So I've got shots, I've got plenty of shots in mind. It's just, for this moment, I want the light back on that summit, and I don't want that atmosphere down in the valley to be gone either. So I'm starting to get some light on the summit, and I've changed my composition completely. Now I've got some beautiful little flowers down in the foreground, so I'm going to do a 2-shot exposure for this, one for the foreground and then one for the mountain, and maybe I'll throw an extra one in for the sky. Now I must go and get a shot down the loch of that. Beautiful. So I've been having a little play around, and I think I've chosen the composition that's going to be like the shot of the evening. I've got beautiful light coming in over the mountains. I've got this leading line of rock coming through the scene. I've got the loch leaving itself coming in from the right, coming around, snaking through to the back. I've got a bit of sunshine coming through the clouds. It is just a complete picture. It really is. It is absolutely stunning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same as what I did over there. I'm going to take a shot for the foreground, shot for the midground, and one for them highlights. But what we're going to do now is, I think we're a bit hungry, so we're going to go and get some dinner. It is 9:15 and neither of us have eaten yet. But on tonight's menu, I didn't really have much to do with this. This is Pauline's creation. What have we got? Pasta and veg. That is the perfect thing for the mountain. Now, do you remember that light that I was hoping for before? That's it right there, hitting that peak. But I need that food. So we're gonna get some food. Maybe there'll be a little bit more photography this evening. I definitely want to get a shot of the tent. You have to. With a view like that behind it, tent set up here has to be done. But for now, dinner time. I've discovered my final image of the night. It involves the pap, which is nice. I was hoping to get a shot that involved the pap, and yeah, it's just quite a nice, framed by two rocks here, pap, sun, and it's gonna be nice. And the sun right now just looks absolutely beautiful. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the pap off to one side, the sun off to the other side, get the gully leading through, and it's gonna work out quite nice, I think. My first shot, I'm gonna shoot for the sky. The sun is gonna be blown out, but yeah, I'm shooting the sun, so it's meant to be hot. Okay, then I'm gonna raise that exposure for the mountains just underneath the sun, and I'm gonna step it back towards me, making sure that I get everything nicely. And obviously this shot, the rocks that are in front of me, they're really standing out, so I'm having to raise that exposure a lot to be able to get the information on the back of the pap. But I think for tonight, that is going to be all. Tomorrow morning there's going to be a half 4 alarm set. What we get at half 4, who knows? Could be anything. Looking at the conditions right now, it's looking like it might be good. But that's going to be all from us this evening. I think Pauline's probably already got tucked away. I'm going to get tucked away too. So I'll see you in the morning.
Woke up from a whisper, collared shirt down by my feet.
Welcome to the cloud. You thought the cloud was online. The cloud isn't. The cloud is on Aonach. It wasn't that bad. Anyway, terrible joke over. Yeah, so we woke up at 4:30 to the sound of pitter-pattering outside, but it wasn't tiny children's feet. It was rain on top of the tent. So we're like, let's go back to bed. We went back to bed and we've had breakfast now. We've had some coffee and we are in the cloud. Look at this view. Isn't that spectacular? Absolutely stunning. I'm not sure how well you're taking this up. You're picking it up and, you know, processing it through the DJI Osmo Action, but it is quite a view. Quite a view indeed. Coming and going as the cloud rolls over the top of the hill. It's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to be able to get out and do like a full feature-length vlog this morning of beautiful conditions, light coming up and flooding the valley, but it's not happened. It's not happened. But that is the case of landscape photography. That is the way of landscape photography. And I think what makes it so fun, and now it's gone. The view is gone. But I think that is going to be all from me this week and Pauline. So I hope you've enjoyed the journey up here and a few images I did get last night, which were epic. Well, the conditions were epic.
He had a clown for breakfast, so excuse the.
Had a clown for
So
breakfast.
he had a clown for breakfast, so excuse the humour. It's early morning camping night type of humour.
Yeah, lack of sleep, slightly sore neck humour. She says my humour's bad.
What did you say?
I said, and she says my humour's bad. Anyway, enough laughing and joking aside. Yeah, enjoy your week, whatever you get up to, and peace out, peeps.